So when I was pregnant, God gave me an idea, like an instruction to do something, right? But you know how pregnancy can be. So that period, I wasn't really motivated. I didn't do anything about that instruction. I didn't take action. And, you know, that instruction still remained in my diary, in my mind somewhere. And I was just looking for a perfect time, you know, when I was more okay, stable, that I could execute it, right? And something interesting happened. Shortly after I gave birth, somebody reached out to say, oh, she would need my support, you know, on something. And I said, oh, sure, why not? Then we got on a call and she said, oh, she has this idea. She wants to do this. She wants to do that. You guys, guess what? The exact instruction God gave, like the exact idea was what this lady was sharing with me. And on that call, I was like, okay. So she was asking, what do I think about it? How can she go about it? I should please give her my guidance and, you know, my thought about it. And I was heartbroken at first because I felt like, no, this is my idea. This is what I should do, you know. And I was trying to resist from talking. And immediately I heard the Holy Spirit say, talk. Like, open your mouth and talk. And you guys, at that point, I just, you know, was sharing everything I knew, the strategies that I had in mind about the idea. I shared everything. And recently, my brother and a friend were talking, and then they shared their similar experience of this same, you know, thing. And we were just talking, and it got me thinking, like, there are some times that God gives us ideas, gives us instructions, gives us, you know, things to do, and they are very timely. And it can be very costly if you stall on it. Like, look at that. I'm not sure you can picture what it felt like. Like, see someone else execute your idea. Oh my God, I felt really bad and really like I felt like I was not a good steward to God because he asked me to do this thing. He knew I was pregnant, right? Because my excuse was, oh, this is not a good time, you know, and all that. But I should have done it because it was timely, and that person was executing it like shortly around when I gave birth, which meant that thing had to be done at that time, right? And this is just a reminder to somebody, like, what are those instructions you are stalling on? What are those things that God has said do and then you have not done, or you are still giving it a timeline and you just feel like, oh, I don't have this yet, I don't have that yet, and I'll do it at a later time. Guess what? Later may be too late, you know, because in this kingdom we move by time, right? And he who has created you and has given you that idea knows the reason he gave you at that time, right? So go and open your jotters, go and open your diaries, go and open your mind to those things that has been stolen and start. Get to work before your boss will come and ask you, what have you done? All right, let me know if you found this helpful. Bye.